Hey everyone, Sparks here, back for another installment of my Major Minor playthrough. So, last time around we had a very interesting conference where we discussed what had happened to Clace. Overall, it went fairly well, I think, aside from Akron having a little bit of an outburst when he found out that Singe had gone and hired Armstrong Incorporated to line the place with weaponry. As we discovered in the part before last, Maxine Armstrong, the woman who we've been running into a few times, actually runs that. So clearly she's involved and we're going to see her again soon. Until then, we're actually going to be stuck inside this place. So hopefully we'll be able to get some answers as to what's actually going on with Clace, as Sin just dedicated himself to finding out the answer. Singe has dedicated himself to finding out the answer. So, let's get back to work. So, one of the other things is that we had a conversation with Jade where we reaffirmed that we believed her about her multiverse theory, which, honestly, after everything we've seen, is no surprise. And that actually triggered a true ending flag, so now we're only 4 away. Also, I know I didn't comment on this before, but Acheron's the other person on the intro screen. So, clearly Acheron and Maxine have some sort of connection and are very important to the plot. But we'll find out more soon, and hopefully get some affection with these remaining 3 people. I guess a lot's happened over the last couple hours. Life in this business moves pretty darn fast. If I can keep up with all of this. My next step was Singe's office. He wanted to have a conversation with me and Keela. But I wonder what it was about. I hope that he'd let us stay and tour with Daz. I'd rather all of my work not be for nothing. And I'd get to spend lots of time with everyone. Especially if we weren't able to leave the building. That would be as bad as Acheron thought. Only Max and Singe could set off the weapons. At the moment, they were on the same side. We're both in this to protect all of us. I feel at ease. But it was very short-lived. The tone of my phone echoed through the empty hall. I gently checked my text messages, completely unaware of what awaits me. After reading what I was about to, I knew that things would never be normal again. One of your friends will die today. It will be your fault. You are not the only one blessed with powers from the Ark. Things will be more fun from now on. Good luck. What the heck? No, nobody is going to die on my watch. They will all live. What's going on? In the Ark, before my arrival in Tokyo, launch of the contest. Ryu, what are you planning? So, if I may reiterate, I've recently engaged in a bargain, and my claim in this is dominion. Not only over Earth, but its people too, and the flow of time therein. I'm certain you would like this power. In your line of work, it would be essential. I correct to assume that you agree. Whoa, hello, Maxine. What are you doing here? Yeah, but all of that is contained in this? Such a fragile-looking necklace. Fragile? Like you're a fate. Is a fate anything but. You spin in spite of defiance. Like a drill moving forward in revolution. Time is not easily stopped. It is fickle and moves with vigor. So what? I can control time? In a way. What has happened cannot be changed, but you can stop it and slow it down. Like a river, it can flow or be still. The gear gives you the power to do this. So let's say I believe you. which I am inclined to. I mean, just look where I'm standing. I imagine all of the people I could save, those that are struggling or in danger. But I sense you want something in return. You wouldn't just hand out this power. I'm glad you're as smart as they say. The truth is, I grew tired of this place. The Ark is fun for a time, but my ambitions have grown larger. I seek a worthy successor, someone to rule in my stead. However, there is more than just time. The power of the Ark runs deeper. So this gear is just a taste, Indeed. The Ark governs life and death as well. This renders the dweller immortal. It governs life and death. You mean you can bring back the dead? Yes. Or I can cause the living to die. Something I fear I'll be doing more of. But you said you couldn't reverse time. It's true, I can't. Time and life are separate entities. Not sure how to explain the difference. It's a concept hard to put into words, but it's easily understood in practice. If you become my successor, you'll see. You mean there's a chance I might not be? Didn't realize this was a gamble. Thought you were making me an offer. Of course this is a gamble, Max. You are not the only one who will be chosen. There will be a few contestants, along with a goal and an objective. You can't just give the Ark away, not without finding a worthy owner. It is your goal to prove that worth, and there will be others in your way. Very well then. What are your terms? Mary lets out a sinister smirk. My terms are simple. Pay very close attention. Ooh. Chapter 5, The Brief Reprieve. Prison cell. Oh. We're at 19 saves. And we're at chapter 5, so yay. Present day. How are you holding up? Thirsty or hungry? Neither. Just feeling lonely. With me right beside you? I'm not sure if I should be offended. Thought it was pretty good company. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Of course they're good company, Kaylin. It's just I'm missing lots of people. It's wet and dark. Wet is good. Humidity helps. You don't want to dry out in the cell. Trust me, it's an awful experience. I know you say you're not hungry. I've been monitoring your eating. You'll starve if you don't have some more. Just ration this bread couple. Not a chance, that's yours. Not really. I can survive on food. Your body isn't used to that, though. I can tell the situation is foreign to you. It seems to be the opposite for you. You spent a lot of time in prison, Kaylin. More than I'd like to admit. But being in prison isn't all that bad. Excuse me? I always seem to find a way out. This time will be no different. We're alive, so that means one thing. They want us alive. If they didn't, we'd be dead by now. Only you could find that reassuring. Afraid I don't share that sentiment. Claire would never keep someone alive. Not unless they were important to him. So for now, we get free food and shelter. We're the side of torture, you mean. Your optimism is an inspiration. It's just who I am. Think of it like this. Every time they take me out for torture, I can mentally map more of the estate. Have it all down in no time. Then we can plan our escape. I'm used to torture, trained to resist it. Make sure they always take me. Besides, I have some letters to send out, and what better time to do it? Hope my friends are getting them. I know this place inside and out. I can definitely help you, but I can't just let you suffer in my stead. Of course you can. That's what buddies are for. Buddies? Yeah. I want to help you out, Kabu. That's why I gave you my bread, and I'll make sure they don't hurt you. Don't think I can repay you for this. Well, you could tell me about yourself. For buddies, I should get to know you. I suppose that is a fair exchange. Will you tell me about yourself too? Sorry, don't really do that. The bread and care will have to suffice. No. No, please, do tell me. I don't ask unless I genuinely care. Kid lets out a soft smile. Well, it's just like I said at that rally. Don't remember much. But I'm not Terran. The first thing I remember is Lord Blair. Sorry to hear that. That must not be a pleasant first memory. In this case, you're wrong. I look back on that memory very fondly. Were not our Blair, I'd be dead. Back then he was different. He treated me as if I were a Terran native. Like it was his own flesh and blood. Everything changed so fast. Politics turned him into a different man. It was much easier to coerce and influence. He only cared about his following. He lost sight of his true self. I suppose it's collateral damage. Now many people stick to their views, especially when others don't share them. He started telling people what they wanted. No longer did he talk about what he wanted. It was all about pleasing the population. It can be addicting, having power, having people cheer your presence. I could see how that changed him. I guess he gave in. That's why I started to feel neglected. He would rarely speak to me. That must be hard, having a father figure treat you that way. Is that why you decided to speak up? No, that's a different matter entirely. A lot changed when Riley came on board. He was supposed to be Blair's advisor, but it was more like he owned Lord Blair. Suddenly Riley was the one in charge. He made him do some horrible things. What do you mean? This isn't the only cell down here. There are others, filled with people. He's keeping undocumented immigrants. Riley convinced him to do this. The immigration stance was his idea. Blair loved immigrants. He loved me. They were able to get a steady supply. Something about two men with connections. They came to some sort of arrangement. They've kept everyone alive. It's not like they want to kill them. It's more like they want to ostracize them. He thinks it will make Terra better. That hurts me. It really does. I wouldn't be a part of this new Terra. I heard him talking with Riley. If elected, they'll make more prisons. Immigration camps or something like that. A place to keep them while he works. He wants to sever Terra's connection. Remove us from the galactic community. And that's far too dangerous, Kalen. We know what happened when Velik was tried. This is not to be trifled with. I find this all hard to believe. So we're not really alone down here? Not at all. Getting back on topic, all of this is Riley's doing. He makes Blair do these awful things. But it's still Blair himself that does them. His hands have gotten so dirty, Kalen. While Riley remains as clean as ever. Wait, you don't mean... Yes, he's setting Blair up. He wants to remove Blair from the picture. Then he'll be free to usurp the campaign. Okay, now I'm a little confused. You say it's Riley behind all this? Then why did you frame Blair at the rally? Riley must believe that he's winning. That way, he can let down his guard. I get help from an assassin, Andy. Together we created a fake manifest. That's what I submitted at the rally. And that's what started all of this. You must have thought I was stupid, telling against Lord Blair so easily, especially with evidence forged in haste. It did seem a little odd, but now I understand why. So, what's the next step? Hopefully a player can realize the truth. After this, he'll want to escape blame. Maybe he'll place the pieces together. Hopefully in doing this, he'll realize. That's when the both of us come in, assuming he learns of your guild heritage. You realize he can't escape the storm. At that point, he'll seek protection. And that's exactly what you can offer. You should come down here to talk, and that's when we can barter. Use your services to gain freedom. Huh, you're pretty smart, Kabu. I like it. But there again, we blue boys are smart. You thought all of this through. Yes, I know my persona isn't mostly blue, but blue is my favorite color, and naturally anything blue I just adore. I do have blue in it. I did. Sorry if it's complicated. But if we protect Player, we can use him. His testimony will help expose Riley. Of course, they'll lose all validity. No one will vote for those two men. They'll secure the election for Veloquest. I misjudged you. I'm impressed. Most do, and that makes it easier. I can avoid suspicion and detection. Wow, you think like a mercenary. You'd be a great addition, Kabu. Maybe the guild life would suit you. At least, that's the way I think. I'll always be steps ahead of the enemy. Then you'll be able to counter them. It's one of the first things I learned. I guess I wasn't lucky enough to learn it. All this just came to me by instinct. Sounds lucky to me. So, what do? Just wait? Yeah, it's all we can do, really. Wait for Claire to come to his senses. Perhaps wait for him to get caught. Ooh. Yeah, that would be a problem. Wow. We screwed everything up, don't we? Screw everything up, don't we? Can't even take a nap without ruining stuff. How do you think the king will take this? You know, that his savior is missing? Gonna be furious, Andy. Quiet. It's not the time or the place for jokes. We have to figure out what happened. The savior must be somewhere nearby. There's too much on the line to leave this. We have to figure it out. And fast. Sorry? Maybe he just left of his own will. I mean, we never had him in shackles. He had the freedom to walk. But we explained things so well. We're certain we had his allegiance. Can't just walked away. Look around for clues. There's more here. I know it. Okay, we're detectives now. Did I slip through that meeting? Conrad, enough. Conrad's such a prankster and I love it. Sorry for yelling. Would you please help me look around? Look for elements of foul play. Then we can decide our next actions. Yeah, I'm on it. I'll try to keep low on the jokes. I realized this was a hot topic. Just a hard habit to kick. Especially when it's second nature, you know? I understand. Thanks. You start looking over there. I'll get this half of the room. I appreciate it. We can't have gone far either. So the faster we find the lead, the better. We spent a few moments scouting the room. After a few moments pass, Andy makes a discovery. Conrad. Yeah? Come here. I found something. What is it? It's blood. Wait, the Savior's blood? I don't know. This tattered piece of clothing. I recognize it anywhere, Conrad. Lord Player was here. That's impossible. We're still on good terms with him. And he holds up a piece of fabric. Blood has long since dried. Well, who else would wear this? There's no other explanation. I've seen him wear this many times. It's purely conjecture. We should look around a little more. We knew all about Lord Player. There's no way he'd leave willingly. Yet there are no signs of a struggle. Fabric was torn and blood drawn? That doesn't happen without a fight. There'd have to be something left behind. Everything is pristine condition. Perhaps we're falling into a trap, being tricked into thinking this way. This could be what the assailant wants. You were just next door, and you would have heard if anything happened. Think about it logically. No assumption. Not assuming anything, Conrad. The evidence is right before me. There's no mistaking what I'm seeing. Lord Player must have abducted the Savior. He must make haste to his residence. Conrad is clearly the more logical of the two of you, because he realizes that you're being tricked. So, whereas you, not so much. Guys has been broken. You can attack head on. We've heard an abduction, Andy. Think about this. I'm begging you. They could have spiked our wine, Conrad. Knew I slept longer than usual. Now you're being paranoid. Conrad, just stop it. Yet someone capable of seeing terror. Now they're missing with evidence. This is a perfectly logical conclusion. I suppose at first glance. Exactly. There's a chance I'm right. We have to act on that, no matter how small. If we don't, the Savior could be killed. There's too much in the balance to debate. We need to take action before anything else. At least meet me halfway, Andy. We can't afford to be so reckless. What do you have in mind? Let's just pay him a visit. We can gauge how he treats us. We'll be able to tell pretty quickly. If he tries anything funny, then we act. Right now, it's not right to assume. We could be heading into a trap, you know. If we attacked first, we'd blow our cover. Then everything would just fall apart. It could easily be someone's true goal. Very well. Andy places his hand on Conrad's shoulder. But if he is holding a savior, or if he gives off the slightest suspicion, I will show him no mercy. I promise. That is fair. But we both know that Conrad's right. Well, at least I know. And the audience knows. Which is the important thing here. You can see how this is important to me. Normally, I wouldn't go to such extremes. But Kayla's life is on the line here. Hello, new person. Who has been given an incredibly busty figure for... I don't know what reason. And everyone else was so normally portioned. You always did have a soft spot for him. It's rare to see you in dire straits. But yeah, I guess I can understand. What do you want me to do about it? I'm one of your enemies, after all. Why would I help the competition? You wouldn't help the competition, but you might help a friend. Oh, we're friends now? When you need help, that's how it works? Samantha. Don't call me that. It's Sam. I know we haven't always seen eye to eye. This time, I really do need your help. You had your chance to recruit me, but you chose that pretty boy instead. And now you want me to help you save him? The irony is actually comedic. You only here to mock me? Well, I need to check in on things. My boss has all kinds of information. And who is your boss exactly? Sorry, lips are sealed. But you're asking me to sway allegiances. Only coin can get me to do that, righty. And no small amount of them either. I might also use this chance to spy. So don't think I'm yours for good. I could turn my back and sell you out. I was fully expecting to pay for this. As a mercenary, I know money. Very well, tell me the full story. I don't want any naughty little surprises. How would get along with those, righty? Well, Keelan's being held prisoner. Lord Claire's manor, actually. Maybe you've heard of him? Of course I have. I'm not crazy. This great estate is massive. That's why I've come to you. I'll require a bonus then. Fine. But it's just a requisition. Not much else is out of the ordinary. But if there are any other prisoners, I think we should extract them as well. Bonus. Also, I'm open to any important facts. Think of their player or the king. Bonus. Well, at least we know what motivates you. Coin. And where should we put that coin? You're all thinking it. We all know what she does in her free time, or what she does for some extra money. I mean, come on. Look at those things. How could she not? Seriously, though. That is not normal. You have clearly had work done. No one should... No... That could not be natural. Why? Why would anyone want them that big? Seems like it'd be a major inconvenience. Alright, also you may be subject to more posts, especially if mission parameters change. Do you find this acceptable, righty? Yes, but I'm coming with you. Like hell you are. I work alone. No. You work with me now. No thanks, we tried that once before. You said I was too reckless, I think. Chose the pretty boy over me. This isn't an entrance exam, Sam. Lives are on the line, you know. I didn't pay you back then. I set the mission parameters. You'll charge me accordingly. Fine, but I doubt you can afford me. Especially now, when you meet a cellar. Headquarters under a tavern. That's rich. Actually, it's the other way around. The tavern was built over my HQ. These tunnels are deep. Lots of secrets. Remember, Philip funded this place. The real treasury is nearly limitless. Trust me, I'm aware. So what do you think? Can we work together, Sam? Sure. Let's talk numbers. Yes, I will save the game and also see how far we've actually come because I forgot to put on a timer. Alright, so 19 minutes and we're at 43. So we are about 20 minutes in. So I think I can try and get to the next save point. I wish I knew what to do. Honestly, Dusk, I'm conflicted. I can understand, given your situation. I fear my allies are turning against me. Ugh. I'm just trying to help everyone, Dusk. You've done a fine job of that, my lord. You definitely have my allegiance. For that, I'm honored. But they don't appreciate my secrecy. I haven't really been transparent. I'm very quiet about my plans. And that means one important thing. People fill the cracks with imagination. Your own thoughts make me a villain. People tend to do that, especially under such grim circumstances. Many citizens think worst case scenario. They don't have this life of luxury. I think you should visit the people. Work in public relations would be great. I'm not sure about public relations. No amount of that could fix what's coming. Tell me, Dusk. If you could do something truly amazing, would you do it without hesitation? Without a doubt? What if the world hated you for it? And you wouldn't see the good right away, no matter how beautiful things ended up? I'm not sure, my lord. If it was good, it would be obvious. I don't see why people would hate. See, I can sense hesitance, Dusk. But don't worry, I feel the same way. Especially when the time is finally here. And now, I'm just not sure. Do not let your resolve falter, my king, especially not based on others' opinions. There are always those who would oppose you. I'm afraid that is the only advice I have. It is not bad advice. I am glad I sought your counsel. You must think me foolish. The mortal king doubting his actions. I'm supposed to know everything, aren't I? Again, that's just something that people say. You'll become who they think you are. You'll only end up losing your true self. And that is something you can't lose. You are wise beyond your years. Especially as numerous as they've been. Yes, they have been many. But I fear this may be my last. Oh. Oh! That is... okay. Again, a much earlier time. The Ark. Ooh. Are we gonna see who his other choice was? No, it's just Mexican. You want me to what? I'm sorry, I believe I misheard you. I'm afraid you didn't, Miss Armstrong. But you know who I am. I'm in the business of protecting others. You can't expect me to consider this. Yes, you do like to protect them. This comes with something else. You understand the importance of death. It is everywhere. It is unavoidable. While all around us, it consumes us. The power of death is immeasurable. Surely you've been touched by it as well. Perhaps you feel someone dear to you. Someone you'd give anything to see again. Even the lives of others. Yes, I have. But you can't just... Think of it this way, Max. You know what the Ark is capable of. You can bring it end to death as a whole. That's what you want, isn't it? That's what your company is dedicated to, protecting others, saving them from death. Nobody would have to lose a loved one again. No one would experience the pain, the grief. Surely this is worth what I'm asking. You're asking me to kill. But think of the loved ones you've lost. Wouldn't you like to see them again? Bring them back? Have them full of life? There has to be some other way. I'm afraid there isn't. You've been running from death for too long. It's time to embrace it now. Live it. The ruler of the Ark must not fear death. They cannot hesitate in the face of it. You have to confront it head on, Max. You've mastered the concept of life. Your company is dedicated to preservation. Now is the time to embrace the other side. It's true, you protect people from death. But no matter what, death still exists. You need to gain a better understanding. Only then will you be fit to rule. A ruler is a master of every avenue, not just one or a few. A ruler can never pretend. Until now, you've run away from death. To rule the Ark, you must master it. I don't know what to say. This isn't something I should consider. Standing here and seeing this place gives your words more importance. This place is truly beautiful. I'm not sure if this is worth it. If you're being honest about this power, I can't afford to deny your request. An end to death? What I've always wanted? But at the cost of more death. I don't know if I want to stain my hands. I never said it had to be you, Max. Remember the gear that I've given you? Using it. Accidents could happen. Also, let's not be stupid here. You've used your products from your own game. I think of a few times without effort. How does he know that? Who is this guy? Give me a moment to think about it, please. Of course. It's not an easy decision to make. By all means, take your time. Okay, let's recap here, Max. I was at home, like I normal. After dozing off, I found myself here. Apparently it's a place called the Ark. The current owner wants to leave, so he's taking time to seek a replacement. He told me that it controls time's flow, but he said it controls life and death too. That means he can kill anyone he wants, or he can keep those he likes alive. For some reason, I am in this contest. I have to prove my mastery over death. Managing Armstrong is mastering life. I guess I need to see the other side. That's why he chose me. I'm halfway. First I master life, and now death. I need to kill people to do that? I don't know. I usually do the opposite. However, he said I could use weapons. So that part is somewhat appealing. Wait a minute. If what he said about the Ark is true, I can just resurrect those I've killed. In this case, it's just symbolic. The actions wouldn't be permanent. Unless I lose, of course. With all this power, I could control of time, company assets. I don't think it's possible to lose. Out of all the time in the world. Genius, Max. You can play him, do what he wants, and then reverse it all. Alright, I'm in. Can you give me more specifics? Yes, of course. A world tour is about to launch in Tokyo. It's just buying a plane ticket. And we need it there right away. Ooh. This is getting really suspicious. And concerning. Gaze at my phone what seemed like an eternity. I simply couldn't process what I was seeing. Someone else who gained powers from the Ark? You know that man wasn't telling me everything. My initial instinct was to show this to Acheron. I couldn't reveal my powers to him just like that. In fact, I don't know who I could show this to. I'd likely have to keep this to myself. Just awful. Why couldn't someone on my side have powers? Things have not gone my way since I returned from Terra. I suddenly longed for the simpler times of yesterday. Back when my biggest worries were Rook and Keela. I longed for the peace of what I had experienced. Especially with the fact that there are weapons here. Even after what Singe said, I was still scared. I guess Acheron was here to protect us at least. I should pay him another visit, keep him close. I remember, Singe wants to see me. Perhaps he could shed some more light on all of this, because as of now, I feel like a prisoner here. And that was definitely not in the contest turns. I take a deep breath as I go leave the room. Out of the corner of my eye, I see a box on the floor. There's a small blinking light on it, and it's red. I don't remember seeing that before the conference. That has to be one of the weapons, which means I need to get out of this room. If that is my only goal, I quickly walk out. Yes, I will save the game. Alright, let's double check. 5 hours, 53 minutes in. We started at 5 hours, 24. So, we are nearly at a half-hour mark. But, I don't know when the next save will come, and honestly, I do need to be careful that I don't overshoot things. So, I'm gonna call it there. 5 hours. Call it there. We got 21 total saves, 6 trending flags, and 1 affection with 3 of the 6 characters we need to get affection with. So hopefully we'll get the rest next time around. But until then, see yas.